Hello and welcome back to Sprite Guard Plays Starseed Pilgrim. So we are going to take a look at trying to figure out the basics of the surplus rule. So we now have 12 seeds in our possession, 9 below us and 3 above us. So let's see what we get when we come in here. We have 10. So it looks like we need to have more than 13 seeds in our possession for the surplus rule to work out. So let us see if we can find ourselves a door, and if we cannot, then what we will do is we will take on the, we will just take on the task of farming up as many seeds as we can, see if we can, and already see here we have kind of a better starting position for doing that. Let's see, where do I want to put this? I think I want to start that there. And then I want to dig this out on both sides very gently. There we go, and plant that there, and that will give us a little bit of a slower corrupting substance in where that orange used to be. And already we're going to be wanting to harvest these pretty quickly because the darkness moves a little bit faster in this level. And I'm not sure what we get in exchange for that, if anything. It may just be that that is kind of the challenge of this level. It's my impression is that most of the levels are going to be more difficult than the first one. Let's see, we can put that there to make a staircase. And then we want to be careful about this sand one, that we don't want it to corrupt our jump pad, because that, well, actually we might not care all that much. No, we still want to be able to jump. We don't want to completely lose the ability to jump. Did that a little bit earlier than I wanted to. But we can put that there. And then it looks like we don't have a great order here. So I'm just going to harvest this before the darkness catches up too much. And I'm going to let these grow in while we can still reach them. And then we're going to just harvest everything here. And we're going to use this red one, I think, to springboard forward, which is going to lose us a fruit. So that will hurt us in the second phase, unfortunately. But we don't have a ton of options right now, and that gray is going to corrupt very quickly. So I'm a little bit thinking that what we want to do is actually fill that in before it corrupts, hopefully. And it looks like we're just going to make it, just going to manage to do that. But the darkness is catching up to us. We're going to put another red one there. And we're just going to have to hope that we can get some pink ones. We're actually doing pretty well for economy. We're not doing as well as I would like, but for kind of the dire situation that we're in, having 13 underneath us is an alright place to be. There we go. Nearly missed that jump, didn't press the button anywhere near early enough, but this is going to give us a new base of operations, going to give us a little bit of a slower corrupting surface to work from, and we can just make our way over to the right here. Looks like we're going to have a perfect springboard to do that, and then we can, it looks like we can drop some slime down there to connect up with a key, but we're not really in the position where we're ready to do that, and so I think I'm actually going to pass on that. I put that there, and that there, and that there, and we want to make sure that this does not corrupt our jump pad, so we're going to put that right there. And then we're actually going to put this right here to corrupt as little of the purple as possible, but still avoid losing our jump pad there, because that's going to probably be valuable to us for maneuvering. And we're having, the darkness is catching up to us, so we want to, I think, dig that and put that there. And we're probably going to want to harvest this pretty soon. And then the order of the day may actually be to go over here and connect up with this key. And then try and springboard, let's see. We do not have a great situation coming up here. I think we're going to have to probably waste one of these pinks, is seeming very likely. Because we're going to have to use this to springboard the red. And so maybe we can grab one there at the very least. And that's not going to give us much of a platform. And that's going to connect up, which is going to cause some more corruption, but it should corrupt more slowly than the red. And so hopefully we'll have some time for this purple to grow in. And we just have to watch that to make sure that it doesn't barricade our pink, though we're going to have to harvest that pink pretty early on. In just probably... I don't know if we even have time for one more. We're going to head that off to the right. I think we have time for one more. And then we're going to have to use this sand here to allow us to build in this direction further. So that's going to give us some pretty sticky situations to work around. And we don't have a lot of good stuff coming up, but it looks like we can use this to head off to the right. And then we can use this jump pad actually to connect there. And then we're going to droop that down onto that key. So once again, we're seeing a lot of keys and just not seeing the other things that we need. And so we're once again kind of building out of a little bit of desperation. And we now don't have anywhere to plant this sand, so I'm going to dig that out and plant it there. We're going to get onto that so that we can kind of ride it up, get as many seeds from it as we can. We're not going to have much opportunity, though. It looks like we are hitting the end of the line. And we're not going to actually have an opportunity to connect up with the door once again. So let's grab a key and make our way out and see if we can get ourselves a surplus. And so one of the things that kind of is left to work on is noticing when we are not in a position that we can win. Because if we can do that, then we can start to change our strategy and start grinding for surplus instead. And so I probably would have played that a little bit differently, and it looks like once again we're not going to come out with a surplus, so that is unfortunate. But next time, you know what, we even have, I'm looking at the amount of time that this episode has run, so we are going to head right back into it and just do a grinding run and see if we can connect up with a single key in such a way that we have lots and lots of opportunity to continue to gather up seeds. And so we're going to be wanting to be really careful about not covering up our green areas, our fruits. We're going to be really wanting to kind of steward our supplies. Let's set that off already. And then we'll put this one over here to push back against the darkness a little bit. Just a little bit. We can put this one over here to act as a ladder. And then we're going to, I think, probably harvest after this next one. And then we're going to let the darkness trigger that red one. And then we're going to head over here and start building off to the right. We have another green one coming up. I thought they were yellow for the longest time, but apparently, according to Starseed Observatory, they are green. And then, let's see, put the ice, I think, there? Yeah, that's alright. And then we have some purple that we can start off on. And that may end up connecting, I'm not sure. Hopefully not. It doesn't look like it's likely to start connecting. But we can put some ice there, just in case. And this is starting to get tall enough that we're wanting to harvest it. Grab that one, that one, that one. Just work our way down here. And let's get out of here and check if our purple connected up. And it did not, so we can start using this as our new base of operations. And it looks like we have a pretty good spread for building. Maybe wasn't the best idea to put that there, but we can put this red. Let's see, we want it 3 away from the nearest fruit, so we'll put it there. And then we can put this ice. Where is a good place for this ice? I think probably here is going to be the best place. We can put that there. Ah, that was a mistake because we now have another purple one coming up. And so I think the thing to do with this purple one is actually to dig down like this, very carefully dig that out and put it there. And so that will get filled in with actually something that corrupts more slowly than the ice. And that will give us really nice base of operations for going either left or right at this point. We can kind of go in either direction pretty easily. And then we need to decide what to do with this next one. And I think with this next one, what we even want to do, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's a way for us to get down to where this purple one will connect up with one of those keys down below us. And it doesn't really look like there's anywhere to do that. So I'm actually going to put that there. Then we're going to put this one here, and this one should connect up there. And then what we're going to do from there is just kind of try and build off in this direction a bit more. So I think what we actually want to do is put that there and then dig it out. We don't want to do anything with that. That should go off to the left there. And it looks like probably we can start growing again from here again. Here-ish, maybe exactly here. And let's see, maybe grow that off to the left there. And then see if we can springboard someplace else. Really, really hoping that we can get some more of that green stuff, grow in some more fruits. Let's see, we can head off to the left here. And starting to be, well, okay, so do we actually want to continue? We have connected up with a key. And it's starting to look very unlikely that continuing is going to do much useful for us. So I think what we want to do is wait for the darkness to get as close as possible to this pink tower before we dig it out. And then go grab our key, grab the fruits that we've buried, and that should actually get us everything that we want. And there is a door right up there, and it's very tempting, but I really want to get a surplus run in, and so that's going to be the next thing that we do. So let us wait. And ideally what will happen is the area to the left of the pink will be corrupted, or to the right, and we can just drop directly into it after we mine out as many seeds as possible. And we're going to have to leave ourselves now at this point enough time to actually mine out this entire tower of seeds. That's another thing that we're going to have to keep in mind. And so I'm starting to think that we actually want to start now. We're going to give up on that very last one, and then we can just jump over this way, get ourselves that key, and we're going to have a lot of seeds to carry out with us. 13, we said, is the number that we want. We're going to have 23, so we might actually be able to carry even 10 or more seeds into the next run. So let us see what we come out with. So we have 22 seeds below us, 3 above us. So in the next episode, we are going to see if we can go back into this level with a surplus and see if that gives us an advantage, helps us find our way to a door. So that is coming up in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.